Hi, I'm Mystic Zach. You're doing my Week 12 recap. Last week I said it would be a great week for Ohio football, and oh boy, it was. The Ohio State Buckeyes took down the Penn State Nittany Lions. This was a top 10 juggernaut matchup. This is a heated rivalry. This game was to decide who was really going to win the Big 12, in my opinion. A lot of people were split on this matchup. Ohio State is a team that has failed the last couple of seasons to get to the promised land. They have not won the national championship since Ezekiel Elliott took them to the helm in 2015. This was a great matchup, one I really loved, but I thought Ohio State had the edge on paper. They have a great defense led by defensive end Chase Young. That man is an animal. He's a monster. He's the best defensive end prospect I've seen in the sport of college football. He's got bend. He's got the moves. He's like Joey Bosa combined with Khalil Mack. He made a superhuman almost. Ohio State took them down just like I predicted. Up next, I said the Cleveland Browns would take down the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins' Mystic Zach kiss of death proved to be true once again. The Dolphins are now 0-9 when I pick against them, and I seem to be picking them pretty well when I pick against the Dolphins. The Browns absolutely dominated through the air. Wide receivers Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham, former teammates at LSU, dominated the porous Dolphins secondary. The Dolphins didn't know what hit them. Baker Mayfield was hot. He wasn't turning it over too much. He did have one interception, but that was due to a drop. His play's seemed to have been improving as the defenses have been getting weaker. He's getting to feel more comfortable, in my opinion, and the Browns still have a lot of defensive talent all over. Although defensive end Myles Garrett is lost for the season, he is probably their best player. I still think they're a stacked team with a ton of talent, and honestly one of the best, most talented teams in the NFL. Maybe not the best, but a lot of talent. And my final prediction was Deontay Wilder to take down the old man, Luis Ortiz, a tricky Cuban southpaw, by knockout. Luis Ortiz is a guy they call the boogeyman of the heavyweight division. This guy has huge power. He's a southpaw. Elite heavyweights typically have a lot of problems with similarly skilled southpaws. Luis Ortiz, big power, a nice jab, southpaw stance. He's great defensively. He ranked up to the Cuban amateurs. Deontay Wilder is a guy who didn't start fighting until he was 19 years old. Luis Ortiz has been boxing since he was 3. This is a very tough matchup for Wilder. This is the one that a lot of pundits were dubbing as a potential win for Luis Ortiz due to his southpaw stance. He's got a tricky style, but Deontay Wilder was able to take care of him candidly with that knockout. Although he lost the first 6 rounds probably, Deontay Wilder only needs that one shot, that right hand, that right straight. It's deadly. If he can start hooking off his jab with that left hook, I think he could be one of the best heavyweights of all time just off those 2 punches. The guy is insane. His boxing skill is probably the lowest out of all the elite heavyweights, but he's got the best one-shot knockout power in the history of boxing, in my opinion. The guy is an absolute freak. I'm Mystic Zach, and that's my Week 12 recap.